Today we'll install a new exhaust on my E34 to hopefully make it look and sound better. That means we'll install a straight through but legal muffler, stainless steel, quite big, 2 fancy and big exhaust tips, because the stock exhaust looks and sounds terrible. The exhaust itself is from Supersport and it comes with the necessary adapters for the diesel exhaust, which, you guessed it, did not fit. And it also has the diesel engines in the documents, so it's fully legal, has an E number and all is good. But I am not at all satisfied with the quality. They even forgot to drill the holes in the factory for the mountings. There's no mounting spots right there, so I have to drill them myself. The welds are absolutely horrendous. I've seen cheap exhausts for like $200 for the rear muffler being better than this. It's really bad. Altogether, the quality is not that horrendous. It's just that they forgot to put the holes, and I think they ran out of gas while welding because the welds were really porous on my exhaust. On the auction listing, I can see that the holes are towards the front of the muffler mountings, so I'll just drill these in an approximate location. The mounting brackets have M8 bolts, so I need to go at least to a size 8 drill bit, which is what I'm going to do. Even if I'm not exactly happy with the price that I paid for it, it's still a nice looking exhaust and I want it to last. This thing being made out of stainless steel, it will last a while. Unfortunately, welding actually destroys or damages the protective layer that stainless steel has. So I'll put some zinc spray on it to protect the welds in all the various places. Once it's in the air, I only have to remove these two 13mm nuts. And then we only have one more 17mm to remove. This thing is fairly new. I bought it brand new 2 years ago. It's not rusting yet, but yeah, doesn't look good anymore. Which is totally fine. The exhaust is never seen unless you're under the car. So as long as the tips look good, that's fine with me. And these do. I gave them a quick polish. They look phenomenal. Now I just need to figure out where I have to cut the old pipe, because we need to salvage part of that. I've installed the exhaust. It was quite tricky. Yeah, it's not very easy to put that in with the hanger since it's very heavy. This is how it sits. It's quite all right. Should be a lot higher, but I have it maxed out on the hangers. Quite some time later, I'm finally back at the exhaust because I was very sick for the past 3 days. For some reason, I got like the worst kind of flu. At least that's what it felt like, but no excuses. I have already cut and rewelded the hangers, so they are shorter. So it's still a bit too low, but it's not like obnoxious. It sits a bit to the left, but that's also because the jack stand is not in the correct position yet. So once it's welded, it will stay a bit more like this. So it will be quite centered. I have some bends right here, and this connects to the catalyst, because I bought this thingy right here, and that's supposed to widen the exhaust, but yeah, anyone that's worked with these kinds of tools knows it doesn't work. I got them for like $25, so it's not a lot of money down the drain, but still, would have liked it to work and have a proper slip-over connection. Unfortunately, it has to be a clamp. I already have the cat in the correct position, so we have to connect the cat from there to the exhaust there. Actually, I kind of regret right now because I bought 145 and 160 degree bend, but I didn't think. So with 145 and 160, you don't come back to straight. So that's the issue right now. Because yeah, fitment wise, we don't have to do too much. I guess I'll just chop this off so that I can get it close-ish. Probably like this. Weld it up, and good we are. Safety squints engaged. I just finished welding, and this is what the finished piece looks like. I painted it so it doesn't corrode instantly, because it's just regular steel, not stainless steel, not aluminized, not anything. So a bit of ultra high temp paint will keep the rust at bay. Also, I am not going to get up close to the welds, they don't look good, but I don't claim to be a master fabricator. I will get better. This is just part of the learning curve, and I'm grateful I at least got it to seal. The welds, well, I didn't have to regrind and refill up, there were no pinholes, nothing. It's just a regular weld from somebody inexperienced who's trying to learn as they go. I hooked everything up, and let's give it a listen. Well, this sound clip was without cat, because when I bought this car, it had a fake cat in there. So, yeah, not good. I've since put an original TDS cat back in there, because this TD came with a catalytic converter, so I have to stick by the standard and whatnot, but whatever. It's fully legal at this point. I only put the old one on for the sound clips. Now it sounds rather decent, a bit of grunt, but nothing obnoxious. It's not loud at all. You can like literally drive by and you don't really hear it. You hear the engine more than the exhaust, but that's to be expected with any old diesel. Anyways, I am not completely satisfied with the look I achieved though, because at last I welded a supplementary hanger on there, which caused the exhaust to now sit slightly crooked. Yeah, it was kinda late while I did that, so my brain was already sleeping, which explains the lack of thought process behind adjusting the hanger. So yeah, my own fault. Now I have to redo everything, but that also gives me a good opportunity to practice welding a bit, and like 2 bands is not really that expensive to redo, so it's not like I wasted a huge amount of money. Now I can give the floor a good cleaning, because that's really necessary. Also, my E46 failed the technical inspection. Well, after putting everything back to stock, shouldn't have any issues with the technical inspection, but the handbrake wasn't set correctly, so I'm going to have to do that again and repass technical inspection. Unfortunately, that's quite annoying, but I'm going to do that, obviously, because I need technical inspection. And then we can continue on the E46 project. I also got some sills for the E34 for quite a good deal, so couldn't resist. And it's about time we do something on this car again, because yeah, it's taking too long.